Well, greetings again, Glue Gators. Welcome back to Glue Broadcasting. It's a sticky business. This time we're just going to go through the glue form. We're experimenting with this. The intent is to make life easier, not harder, so please be patient as we work with this new tool. I'm sure we'll tweak it as we learn. And then there's always a possibility we throw this out and just go back to our old way. So once you've gotten to the glue form, hooray, good job, you go to date. Well, actually, everything on the form that has an asterisk is required. The glue will not let you submit the form if you've missed any of those. Most of it is required, not all. So let's go to date first. Let's click on October 26th because that's when the first glue is. Let's say I'm a kindergarten, my grade is kindergarten. Now, in the reading skills, I took things right from your Reading Streets manuals. So I hope I'm following just as your units and selections go. So for instance, genre, you might want to put something narrative, nonfiction. Okay? Now, it's probably going to happen that you have several selections between the one glue and then the next glue date. It's okay if you just have a list of genres, so narrative, nonfiction, drama, etc. Then we move on to the vocabulary strategies. Also, I hope it's self-explanatory, but you can get that right from your manual. Whoops. What was that? Context clues, word structure, things like that. Again, you can just make a list right there of all the things you're working on between now and the next glue meeting. Comprehension skills, that would, for instance, be like a cause and effect, or maybe drawing conclusions, things like that. Once again, straight out of your manual. And then the comprehension strategy might be something like summarize or answer questions, things like that. This is really helpful for resource staff. We can try to plan our lessons to coincide with some of these same skills and strategies. Now I bring you to the a new section called Other, and that's for all of our others, and I'll try to explain that real quickly here. This is not an asterisk area, so it's not required, but it would be things like, let's say historical characters is coming up, and you're going to say we're starting on February 8th. And then the Hennepin County Library visit is your kickoff, so I might put that in. Other activities here, for instance, since it is October 26th, I might put in Fall Festival is October 31st, 3 to 3:45. Okay? You don't need to put your grade level in because you've already done that up at the top. Okay, now field trips is probably the most complicated of the sections. This one is not required, but so you really only need to do it if you're going on a field trip. Sometimes you're going on a field trip, the entire grade level is all going to the same place at the same time on the same day. In that case, you would fill it out like this. Let's say we're going to the Minnesota Zoo. And we're going on the last day of school, so I'm going to use a little wishful thinking and put May 31st. And we're going for the all days, so I'm going to put 9:45 to 3 p.m. to get home in time for buses. And then for teachers here, I'm just going to put all grade level. And look at that, already popped up for me. Super. Now, other times you might be going on, you're all going to the same field trip, but you're going on different days or at different times. So in that case, you need to fill out a field trip section for each classroom. So for instance, let's say 4th grade is going to Burwell House. And let's just throw out a date here. We're going on November 20th. And the first group is going from 9:45 to 1, and that first group is Amanda's. Okay? Then also another Burwell House. Let's say, again, going on November 20th. Let me scroll down here. This time going from 1 to 3. And let's say that's Bladorn. Okay, then we've got another Burwell House. And this time, let's say Jeremy's going a different day, so I'm going to put the 21st, yeah. And then let's say he's doing the early shift, so they're going 9:45 to 1. And who is that? Well, it's Han. Okay, so that's how you'd fill out the field trip section. If there ever comes a time where you need more field trip options within the form, just the rep, send me an email and I'll get them in there for you. Now, teacher sub days, it's important to remember, resource staff really doesn't care where you're going or why you're getting a sub. All we want to know is what date your sub is, because sometimes our students have formed great relationships with you and those students miss you when you're gone, so they need a little bit of extra help from us. So let's say, getting back to kindergarten here, let's say Katie's going to be gone on what's wrong with there? November 30th, all day. Okay? But let's say Kay, is going to be gone November 7th, half day, just in the morning. Okay, so that's all you need to do there. Then you click on the bottom here, submit. Thank you. It worked out. Well done. C'est fini. Now, if I hadn't filled out all of the asterisked areas, the glue form would say, oops, you need to fill out this section, and it would highlight it for you. So it's not going to let you go if you haven't done a good job. That's it. I just want to say a big thank you, shout out to my husband, the flipped classroom husband extraordinaire, the Edina School District, and, go Hornets, for helping create this project. Good luck, everybody. Happy glue.